Okay, so I didn't do a video yesterday for two reasons. One, my husband turned on his camera to do his video for the day, and I think that ended up running for like 40 minutes or so. And I did a lot of talking in that video. So that's part of the reason why I didn't do my own video, just because it was like a 40-minute video and I don't want to say it served as both of our videos for the day, but even if you want to split that up, that's two 20-minute videos. Um, Not that that's an excuse, that's just a reason. But the second reason, I got really drunk last night. We had a good time. Towards the end, some things happened that I'm not very proud of. Um, Basically, just very briefly, I don't want to really go into detail because we settled it and everything, but we were spending time together as a family, and it really became like this. It was this bonding moment. I mean, not that we don't bond, we always bond, but this particular time, um, we were just like kind of opening up like some like deep secrets kind of deal. So like we kind of went around the room type deal, like, hey, I'm gonna say a deep dark secret, and then you say one, and then Daddy says one, that kind of thing. Um, so when it was Daddy's turn, he ended up sharing a secret, but then we decided to go around again, and he didn't really want to participate. Long story short, Kari and I end up, I don't want to say forcing him to share something, but like really egging him to share something. And he didn't want to because it was something that he kind of had buried. And um, it opened up a door that he closed a long time ago. And while I had the best intentions, I didn't, I ended up doing more harm than good. And I felt really shitty about that. And the night kind of ended. The night ended in general on a good note because we settled it and we went to bed, you know, with it settled. But it was just a very hard night for my husband and myself. I felt absolutely shitty. Like just I felt like the worst wife in the world because what I thought were good intentions were actually horrible. What was a horrible decision on my part. And anyway, I don't really want to talk about that. I promised my husband that I wouldn't dwell on this. Secretly, I'm still sad about it. I'm depressed about it, but I have a job to do. I have to do what I have to do. That's how he put it. And we're good now. But that's why I didn't do my own video yesterday. Um, but today was a pretty chill day. Got up probably about 2:30. Okay, I'm gonna show you. When I This was like a few months ago. I had a really bad migraine, and I was with my mother. And on the way home, she stopped at the store so I can get some Tylenol. And I ended up getting like this Tylenol PM. And I was just like, okay, it's like nighttime Tylenol. But honestly, like sleeping medicine and NyQuil and that stuff never really worked for me as far as sleeping. It just, I figure you take that at nighttime. It's kind of like a thing where it's like, oh, an ibuprofen, but with like chamomile or I forget the name of it, but it starts with a D. Whatever helps you sleep. And it never really did much for me. But I did Tylenol PM and it was like, oh my gosh. And like I fell asleep hard. I have a very hard time falling asleep. I think I have like borderline like insomnia, but I have a really really hard time falling asleep, and it has become a big problem for me. And I found alternatives, so I don't take like sleeping medicine every day. But after I did Tylenol PM, I had like a very small bottle of it. We went and tried to find more, and I actually couldn't find like the name brand Tylenol PM. I don't know if it's not very common, or maybe it was just a store I went to, but I ended up finding a generic brand, and this is it here. And um, I use this brand pain reliever just for migraines, but this stuff right here, like, oh my gosh, this stuff I used to take like a really cheap sleeping pill, and I would have to take like